one who I suspect the highest.
Huh.
Just as you all get more threatening, it's my turn, huh? Fine, then. When Hanamaki-san was attacked, I was in my room performing maintenance on my camera. I heard her scream, flew out into the hallway without a moment's delay, and found Sosuke pounding on her door. Just as I was about to call out to him, Hino and Isora ran out of their rooms. The rest is just as you've heard. I was worried about Ichiko, so I didn't notice when I was knocking on her door, but when I turned around, the three of them were behind me.
Kokusuchi-san, Isora, what do you have to say about this? Is there anything suspicious about that testimony?
Well, when I opened my door, Tsukuyomi-san was running over to Sosuke. And I remember that by the time I got to the hallway, Isora was poking his head out the door. Why does it sound like you're criticizing me for being late? I don't like that. Which means that everyone's testimonies complement each other, so that we will all have an alibi stating that we were in our rooms.
I've noticed something interesting actually, Tsukuyomi-san. You might be the Revenant.
Whoa. Whoa there. I'm listening, Yuki.
No one saw you come out of your room, Tsukuyomi-san.
That's true. Sosuke said he only noticed everyone when he turned around.
In other words, Sosuke didn't see where Tsukuyomi-san appeared from.
Sosuke, help me out here.
Therefore, he might have come up from the nearby staircase instead of from his room, as you were chasing after Hanamaki-san.
He also has the same eye color as those mysterious eyes from the bush in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, watch what you're saying there. Fascinating. But if you're going to argue that, then no one saw Specs over there leave his room either, right? Specs? Oh, you mean me. Now that Kushinada's gone, Kushinada-san's gone, you're the only one with glasses, Sosuke.
Indeed, the same goes for Sosuke. After he attacked Hanamaki-san, he could have rushed up to her room.
I haven't finished saying my piece.
Your alibi's going to collapse no matter what.
I didn't want to say this, but my father was killed by a revenant.
That's right. I knew about that as well. Yasu told me. One of the victims of the mountain accidents was Tatehira Shinryu.
No way.
Everyone reacts differently, being shocked or hanging their heads awkwardly, but no one looks Sosuke in the eyes.
I don't mind if you still suspect me.
A gloomy mood hangs over the cafe.
That's quite a sentimental excuse. Unfortunately, that doesn't constitute as proof. When I asked around, I heard that Specs here didn't have the greatest relationship with his late father.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, if my dad were murdered mysteriously, I don't have the greatest relationship with him, but if he were murdered mysteriously, I'd still want to figure out who killed him.
Right. Huh? Where did you hear that? The old folks around here are more eager to blab if you take a short walk around town. Though, Specs here isn't the only one.
Where is this going?
I am curious. You there, cook. You were born here as well, weren't you?
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Damn it, I didn't play in time.
The same goes for that Rut's there too. You've been seen coming and going from the Murakumo mansion, haven't you?
Suddenly pointing the finger at me, are you? Well, the Murakuma family manages this hotel. I have many things I need to take care of.
He's not alone.
Every person here is hiding a secret, which makes all of you suspicious. You're no prize yourself, Chikage.
Then let's move
Yeah,
on to
Chikage.
Then let's move on to you, Karasuma-san. Does anyone here have a question for him?
Pineapple.
Then I'll go ahead. Karasuma-san, what were you doing last night? Even though you were sleeping when she screamed, I should have woken you up. Yeah, I heard it. I knew you were all out in the hallway, too. Seriously? Then why didn't you come out? And what would that have accomplished? I don't have any intention of trying to save anyone. So I listened at my door to figure out what was going on. What are you saying? You're the worst! What a terrible human being!
You're the dumbest.
I'm not going to take that from a paper cop. You pretend to help, but you only make things worse. You're the lowest of the low. Just wagging your tail for the Murakuma family and stuffing your cheeks with dog treats for the rest of your life. No, he's got a point.
He's got a point.
Don't let him get to you, just because he's good with words, Yasu. Wait,
No.
so why are you sticking up for him? This jerk saying whatever hell he wants. Sorry, but you're the most untrustworthy one out of here. You pop in out of nowhere, insult people, and then just vanish. I let it go because I thought it was funny, but now I don't anymore. I can't stand you. So you'll label me as a revenant just because you don't like me. Well, that is how witch hunts in the Middle Ages were carried out.
Do you know Japan didn't have witch hunts?
Yeah, they had Oni hunts.
Yeah.
If you hate me that much, will you kill me next? That's what you'd do if you were the revenant, right?
If I were the
You
revenant, I'd kill myself because I'd be sick of listening to all of you argue.
Oh god.
You son of a...
Hino clenches his fist and gets ready to throw himself at Karasuma-san.
No.
Tsukuyomi-san diffuses the tension, crackling through the air.
Now, everyone, we mustn't get carried away. Let's try to work this out peacefully.
Try is the key word.
You too, Hino. Come on, just relax. I'm not from this town anyway. How can I be a revenant if I'm not a local? You can say anything you want. Things would be different if someone here could vouch for your personal history, however... Hey, don't say such things. Well, if it's true, then I'd vote for the theory that Ichiko just made up the story about being attacked. And the incompetence comes back.
What? Watch it, Yasu. I swear you have zero sensitivity. You're really pissing me off now. I recall the time I was attacked. The instant I thought it was all over. Are we making a save?
Create save 2.
Finally! There we go, okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Ha!
Stay here.
Stay here.
Thank you, Faye.
Faye, thank you, but I already did it. Yasu, you want me to shut your mouth up for good?
Yeah, I'm just saying it was possible. Why do you have to blame everything on me?
Are you okay, Ichiko? Sosuke looks at me worriedly. I wonder, do I look like I'm smiling?
Your portrait says so.
To be honest, I feel extremely dizzy. But I've made up my mind to stay with Sosuke. I can't simply go back on that. Please, wait a moment. There's a possibility that Yasu is the culprit. Oh god.
Yuki! I wasn't even here last night, though!
True, if someone as incompetent as Yasu were the culprit, and this happened to be a movie, I'd be yelling at the screen for a refund.
I've had it, so I can't even be the culprit now?
In any case, everyone here has finished giving their testimonies, but we still haven't reached a conclusion.
I've reached one.
Oh, God.
Joy, inform us! The culprit, which is to say the Revenant, is him.
He says, pointing to... me?
You've been steering this entire conversation, haven't you? The discussion proceeded perfectly, just as you intended. It's almost revolting.
It seems I'm at an impasse. Then I have no choice. I have absolutely no interest in proving my innocence. But let's continue the discussion. Sosuke,
What?
you were the one that started this witch hunt game. That is correct, is it not?
Yeah, that's right.
As clever as Sosuke is, he could have guided the discussion so that we reached no conclusion, purposefully upsetting everyone. Is this how you intend it to end? Or perhaps you've already accomplished your objective. Yuki, what are you... The cafe falls silent once more. Yuki and Sosuke stare each other down. Sosuke is the first to speak.
So you've noticed.
Huh?
What are you two going on about?
Only the two of them understand the implications behind what they're saying. The other members stand there in confusion.
One thing has been bugging me. Something has felt strangely out of place. At first, it was just a small feeling, but slowly, that sense of unease grew inside me. And now, I finally figured out what it was.
Sosuke looks at me and nods deeply. He's telling me it'll be okay and to relax. Okay.
Let's discuss what happened last night.
Go right ahead.
First, Ichiko ran up to her room on the second floor, screaming. Upon hearing that scream, I was the first person to get to her room. The other three came later, am I correct? Yeah, that's exactly what we said before. That foul-mouthed author was there in his room, but it's impossible to know if that's actually true, but that isn't relevant anymore. Because he isn't the culprit. Well, well.
No one can hide their surprise and bewilderment. Sosuke is the only one who knows what's about to happen.
The first thing that didn't quite feel right were the Doors. Wait, why bring the Doors into this? They're a good music group.
Oh, Jesus.
The Doors? That's right. Including me, 4 people rushed out after hearing her. Of course, no one had time to lock their doors. Ichiko was in danger, so there wasn't time for something like that. Right. But at the time, one person had locked his door. Do you know who, Ichiko? Next. Tsukuyomi-san.
Yes! As soon as I say the name, the air in the room seems to freeze over.
Tsukuyomi-san.
One voice breaks the silence.
That's right. It was you, Tsukuyomi-san. And there's that music from Cat Mask. You've got me. I went into her room after watching everyone return to theirs. Remember back. When you returned to your room, you're the only one who unlocked your door. You must have not been in that much of a rush. It could even be possible that your door was locked the entire time. Maybe you weren't in your room.
Everyone focuses their
Dun,
gaze
dun,
on
dun.
Tsukuyomi-san.
That's all the choices we have left on the good ending, by the way.
Oh, goody!
So hey, you don't have to be so suspicious.
Yes, I do.
Tsukuyomi-san
It's my
said.
professional duty.
Tsukuyomi-san slowly searches for what to say.
Yep.
We all heard a scream, right? Well, obviously, since I thought something bad was happening, I wanted to be sure my door was locked.
Well, that's pretty much...
Such a fucking excuse.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty much the only possible excuse you could come up with.
hey, that's enough. Don't treat me like some monster over something like a locked door. Well, I presumed I presumed you'd be able to come up with some excuse for that, but there was something else that bugged me. I'm in for it now. When everyone rushed over, Katsuguchi was rather worked up. You calmed him down, correct? Hey, Ichiko, what the heck just happened? If you don't tell us... Hey, calm down. If we make such a fuss, it'll only scare her more. But, right. Look at her, she's shaking. Can't believe someone would be attacked inside the hotel. Sosuke, let's see. Katsuguchi was agitated. Wanting to know what had happened. And yet you said this. She's shaking. I can't believe someone would be attacked inside the hotel. It's true that Ichiko was trembling. However, she never said a single thing about being attacked.
Yay! It came back full circle! Yay!
That's...
Tsukuyomi-san is clearly irritated.
It's not... I said that based on what I saw. Is it not strange to assume that after seeing her shaking like a leaf, is it? So you won't admit it. Of course I won't admit to being a revenant or the culprit or whatever. It's completely unrealistic. Besides, there's no way you can recall exactly what happened that night. Give me a break. This isn't funny anymore. What, you still suspect me? I rushed out in the middle of the night, not worrying about my own safety just because I was worried about her. In the middle of the night? Was it that late? Yeah, it was midnight. Right before she screamed, I heard the clock in the hallway chime, so I remember it clearly. But... What?
Damn it.
Don't give me that. I was talking about the clock at the end of the hallway. Didn't you hear it? That's strange. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. What? What's so strange about it? The chimes in the clock on the second floor are broken, so they can't ring.
God, this is some Ace Attorney bullshit. This is Ace Attorney bullshit.
I know, this is so good. Isn't that right, Katsuguchi? Yeah, you got a good memory. The clock broke down recently. I needed to fix it, but I couldn't repair the chimes. so the clock on the second floor can't ring. What? One clock did chime, however. The clock on the first floor, where you were attacked, Ichiko. Now, what will you do, Tsukuyomi-san? If you have some kind of rebuttal, I would love to hear it. Maybe I heard the first floor clock ring up from the second floor. You said you heard it before the scream, right? That means you heard it in your room. I don't think you could hear the first floor clock from a room that's on the second floor. It's a bit too far. With your incessant nitpicking. Just shut up already! Huh? Who was that? Be careful.